Hey guys, back again. So in this video we will check the update. We have this functionality. We can delete actually, but we cannot update. So let me just get to the code. Okay, so first of all, let's add the form, which we are not okay, just let me grab all this, and this is the kinda the same form that we have inside the add post. Okay, so you can see we have three: the title, content, and cover. But we're going to do, or we're going to add one more. I'm just going to paste this. Okay, just like that, and let me just add some space in there, remove that. Okay, so let me just tap this. Okay, so you can see better. So we have the title. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to bind the inputs or the values of the inputs to the edit post object and the corresponding property. Okay, so the title for the title, content for the content, and the cover, which is going to be added using the onChange, which let me just add that pretty fast, is here. Okay, which is the same function that is going to handle the file as is doing here. Actually, it's the same function. So let's add it here in methods. Okay, the indentation is wrong. Okay, let me just tap that. Okay, so when we change or select a file, it's going to set it into the edit post cover. Let's save that. But we're going to use one more, which is an input hidden, and this one is going to get the file reference, which is the name of the file, because in case we update the image, we want to delete the file using the name. So this one is needed in order to delete inside Firebase, delete the image. Okay, so that's the only difference, that we need to add this hidden, not this one, but this one, this hidden ID file ref, be model, the edit post file ref, and it's going to go here. So let's just check how this thing is. It should be working, and you can see, let me just open this. Okay, opens there. Nice. And you can see we can just toggle that, and we can delete. We will change this in a second, just to move it a little, just to add a margin to the top so it moves downwards. So with this, the form is already set, and it's not getting, you can see that it's not getting the information which we would need in order to update. We should populate this, so that is something that we're going to do now. Remember that I set this comment, set the default values for the update. So when we mount the component, we want to grab the information of the post and add it as the values here. So let me just show you. Inspect. Seems to be an error. Let me just refresh this. Let's see. Okay, and the position is not defined. Okay, the function. Okay, just give me a second. Elements, and let's actually go. And you can see we have this input submit with ID file ref, and it doesn't have a value, but it will have in a second. So let me just go there, and here we are. So inside the get current post, when we get the specific post using the ID, we will just do the next. Let's copy this and let's paste it. This is just setting. Let me just get that. The title content and file ref that are coming from the database. So we are setting the default values of the form that we just added. Okay, this form, and you can see this is the update post function that we are going to add in order to trigger the update. So let's save that and let's continue. So if I open this one, you can see that now we get the information populated inside the inputs. And let's just drop this one and show me. And you can see the file ref is the name of the file that we are getting. Okay, so we can see actually that. Okay, but we cannot see. Okay, this is the name of the file with a specific URL, but you know, it's just the name of the file which is being stored inside the Firebase storage. It's pretty windy outside. Sorry if I'm kind of spaced out. So, okay, let's just add that comment again. I should add it just for you to know what is going on. So we already have the data populated. So it's grabbing the data again from this. You can also use this post data in order to set it. You need to set it, else it's not going to work. Okay, so you need to set it inside this function, inside the created in this case. So let me just move down. We have already the toggle, and let's actually add the async update post. We're going to add an event because, and let's add a comma there to, okay, event that prevent the fault. Seems that it's going to rain. It's pretty windy outside. So what we need to do is to check first if we have an image, because this at this point is just an empty string. Okay, we don't want to upload an empty string or try to upload that. So what we're going to do is just a simple check if this post cover equals sorry, it's not equals to an empty string, which in this case is, okay, you can see we're getting this. Well, yeah, because it's the same actually properties, but is in this case is stored inside this post data. So am I doing this correctly? Just let me check. No, it's edit post. Edit post. Yeah, okay. So here we upload the image, because at this point this is not an empty string and we have an image. So let's say let URL equals to await Firebase that handle file upload this that edit post that cover. So the handle update is what is going to give us this edit post cover. Remember that. Let file ref equals await Firebase that storage, so we get the storage and say reference from URL, and we pass the URL in order to get the specific reference from the file. Then we say let update data equals to an object, and we're going to have the title, which is going to be this that edit post that title. So remember, we're going to grab what we have inside here. Okay, so when we change, we need to grab what is inside this form. That's why we are using edit post title, and the same with the content. This that edit post that content. The cover is going to be the URL, which is the HTTPS from the file, and the file ref, not like this, but like this, is going to be file ref that location that path. Okay, so this give us the name of the file actually. Okay, so that should be all for that. And okay, here then we say Firebase, we already have the update, which is going to merge the information that we get from this object into what we have in the database. So Firebase.update post this post ID. So we get the specific post ID, we want to send that, so we get the correct document to update, and update data, so we pass the object, then async function. We need to wait, that's why we are going to use an async inside this. Then let storage ref equals to Firebase that storage that ref, so we get the reference of the bucket, await the storage ref that child this that edit post that file ref. Okay, so we need to upload the no, sorry, we need to delete, not upload, but delete the previous file that we had, because at this point we're adding another one. I will say catch error console.log error, so we get that. Okay, so we're going to get the reference of the bucket, we need that, and then using that reference find the last or the previous image that was referenced inside this post and delete that. And we can say after this, so let me just give me a second. No, it's here, this router that go. So in this case, this router go is going to refresh the page, because we don't want to redirect the user to the post or the main. We want it to go back here, okay, so he can see the updated information, because we need to re-render the image. That's why we are using that. You could set it to a I forgot the name of the technique, but I usually always do the post to the server, so we are sure that the database is getting the correct information, that everything is inside the database, and then just return the new information and display that to the user. So that is in case there's a problem with the server, and if we do the update with the current values we have, which we could in the client side, sometimes it could happen that there's an error in the server and we update these values using the values we have in the client, and then when the user comes back, the data is different. Okay, so meaning that the data didn't go through the database. So we have this if. Okay, so that should be all for that, and let's add an else. the else, okay, because remember that we are checking here if we have a file, then here the only thing we're going to do is say let update data, sorry, equals to title is going to be this that edit post that title, and content this that edit post that content. Okay, so at this point this edit post cover is not set, it's just a simple or an empty string, so we only care about the title and content, and we say Firebase that update post this that post ID, which is the ID of the document, and update data. Then we say we can just console.log or send an alert or something data has been updated, something like that. And this router, damn, it's pretty windy outside. Let go. Okay, so we refresh the and we get the current information that we have in the database. Then we can catch in case there is an error. We console that error so we can see what is going on. So at this point everything should work, so let's just go back. Okay, let's go back. So what is going on? Let me just refresh this. What happened there? Let me just go to this one here. Okay, there are no errors. What the hell is, how is this set? Why is this thing, what the hell? Console. Okay. I was like, what the hell is that? So, okay, we will deal with this later. For everything at Firebase from Firebase. Okay, so that should be the thing. Okay, so my first post updated. Let's try to update this and let's just set something. Update post. Okay, it seems there was an error. Okay, let's just say Firebase update post is the update data. So let's just do this and let's see what is going on. Okay, it prevent default is okay. Typo prevent default. Okay, so let's just actually refresh this so we can see. Okay, and let's just actually return this go. Okay, it refreshes. Let's do this and update post. Data has been updated and we can see this. So let's say actually updated and let's add something else there. Update post. Okay, and you can see we have this my first post updated and this thing. Okay, so let's just add a new file. Let's see if that, which is the most important part, works. So let's add this one, open, and update post 0 100. We refresh and we get the new image. Okay, so let me just move this and go to my Firebase console, Firebase Google, and let's see actually if the image was deleted. Let me just get through all this. Okay, it's opening and view Firebase YouTube. Okay, takes a little bit. Okay, so let's go to storage. And let's see. We have 3 images, that one and the new one and this one. So you can see that it's working. So let's just go and test that one more time. in another post. Okay, it goes back there. So maybe this one, edit, and whatever we want here. We can say whatever we want. We don't have any limit over there. Let's choose a file. Let's see if that works correctly. Again, let's grab this one, open and update. So okay, and we don't have the user experience there, the UX that should tell us that it's doing something instead of just waiting. But we will handle that later, since I will need to move the information. So let me just explain you what I have to do. We will need to render a new maybe a message, maybe just disable the form or something like that, and show something which is going to display the let me just go back, post, the progress of the file uploads. What the hell is this? Okay, config. I was looking for this actually. So we will need to just move this function out or set it as its own function, something like I have done with React. And this will be done first, then it's going to return the URL and it's going to be consumed by the other function that requires it. So this is going to be moved outside, since we cannot grab or we cannot pass this snapshot, okay, the progress, we cannot pass that to the template as it is. Okay, we could if we use RxJS, but I don't want to use RxJS in this case, because let's just stick with Vue and let's just show you. Let me just show you how to do it with Vue, but we will do that later in a different video. Okay, so right now the only thing that is still needed is just the UX that displays maybe just a div, should display maybe just a div with a spinner and the percentage of the file as is being uploaded. So that is the only thing that is missing in this project. Okay, but let me just see if that thing goes away using import Firebase app, like that, as Firebase. So how the hell you want me to import that? Import everything as Firebase from Firebase app. Oh, okay. Is a Firebase app, and that should be it for that thing, I hope. Okay, I've been working with Laravel, so I need to actually refresh the page when I'm doing something with Laravel. So okay, you can see that that runs goes away, and let's actually change this one more time, just to see that everything is connected and everything is working correctly. So you will see here the progress of the file. Just let me look for something that we can actually use. I haven't cleaned all this crap. Just give me a second, guys. The leaf, okay. The leaf should work. And let's say update. And you can see, so this is what we need to display here instead of the form. So the user knows that we are doing something actually, okay? So that is the last thing, and maybe we could just fix all that, but at this specific case, we should not worry about the CSS, but only the missing thing, which I just already explained. So that's it, guys, and remember the last part is going to be adding the percentage upload, and that will be in a different video. So right now the series is complete, and you should already know how to kind of use Vuejs with this kind of simple project. Yeah, but it shows you how to deal with a few things so you can get started with Vuejs. Of course, we will have more Vuejs content, so don't worry about that. The next thing is going to be Vuex, state management with Vue.js. So thank you guys, and see you in the next one.